All right, we're live. Welcome to Friday Night Strike. We're late. This is the late strike edition because I got stuck in traffic on the way out of Charleston. Yay! I hate traffic.
Did you run over the protesters? I mean, wait. Oh, traffic.
Dude, Charleston, South Carolina. What protesters? We don't have that down here. That's only in those cities and states that allow for that kind of thing. And I don't know if you've ever met, South Carolina law enforcement. They're really, really nice to you if you're really, really nice to them. But if you are a belligerent or pain in their backside, they will show you the meaning of police brutality. Okay, they don't put up with no shit.
Good old fashioned American officers. Good to hear.
That's how they are in Charleston. And they tried, out in Somerville, they tried to do some protesting and whatnot, and the police department was like, we're blocking everything off. We're setting a curfew in effect. If you violate that curfew, we're beating your asses and throwing your asses in prison or jail, whichever comes first.
I think as long as it's genuinely a protest, I mean, we're making the joke, right? Is because we're dealing with rioters in a lot of places, but I think as long as it's genuinely a protest, genuinely peaceful protesting, as the First Amendment describes,
Right.
I don't think it would be an issue. And I don't think I've ever seen Charleston police react to anything, out of kind. Maybe somebody out there in the chat can. There's
been a couple that have screwed up, and they got in trouble for it, and they paid the price for it. But that's only because they screwed up.
Yep.
But here's the thing: you're always going to have that one officer in every district that's going to screw up. And that's just how it goes.
I think you get jackasses everywhere. I think we know that to be true. Gun.
You're muted. You're muted, Nighthawk.
Yeah.
No, Guns and Barbecue just came in.
All I heard was, yeah.
I heard guns.
Guns.
This is going to be an awesome introduction, and then boom.
No, Guns and Barbecue, two of my favorite things in the whole wide world.
Oh, yeah, mine too. Just not him.
Make it up to my area, so I'll cook you up something. I don't know what, but well,
well, knowing what I do about him, I'd be worried about what he's cooking up.
I'm a Tennessee boy. We like possum. We like all sorts of stuff.
So anyway, I know people were commenting and whatnot when I wasn't around. So on the list would be New York Outcast, G23, Mr. FNH. Tony was out there earlier. I don't know if he is. Gun Loving Grandpa's out there, G23. I already said G23, so there you go. Defense Dad. Who else was out there? Rolis Carvelis was out there. I know that. Jason Stewart was out there. I know 2 Live Moo was out there too. And Alaska 556. M. Gabriel was out. Ozark Yeoman's out there. Hey, Ozark Yeoman. K Pasta. Wow. That's K Pasta. Budget's out there. Scott P79 is out there. Warsaw Patriot is out there. We've got a whole group of people. I don't know if they're still out there, but if they are, thank you for holding on. I've been out in Charleston all afternoon, and I got stuck in traffic on the way home. So I was able while stuck in traffic to reschedule it for the streaming for another time, but unfortunately I wasn't able to make it at 6 because I was stuck in the middle of evening traffic in Charleston. It's awful. I don't ever want to get in evening traffic. It sucks.
Right.
Sounds like it.
Dude, so Ozark Yeoman says he could eat all kinds of stuff, but never could eat possum. Ozark, the only way I can eat possum is if it's rotisserie style, because it drains off a lot of the grease.
Okay, G23, I forget your old name, so go ahead and write it out for me, and then I'll say it. But yeah. All right. I know we normally talk with the chat, but there is a topic I want to cover tonight. There's just one because I have and I haven't in Never Enough Ammo's text chain been kind of halfway trolling / conspiracy theory. But last night when I was playing video games with Never Enough Ammo, we got noticed that this was late last night. This was like 11:30, 12. Basically, I got noticed that apparently Trump has corona.
Yeah.
And then this afternoon, I got noticed that he's been taken to the hospital. And at that point, it means, did someone on the left that had corona give him corona so they could take him out of any of the debates so they can put Joe Biden in office?
That's not how that would work exactly. Well, not
No,
yet.
no, or because of his age, are they trying to give him corona as a way to assassinate him via bioweapons?
So I want to be honest with you when I say I think that we're all going to end up getting coronavirus. In the history of the world, let's play the game, right? And play
I've already had it. I've already had it recovered from it.
Right.
Granted, I know I can get it again, and I don't want to get it again. So.
Well, you will. Before you're dead, you'll get hundreds of coronaviruses. Yeah, and Artisan's exactly right. Tony's exactly right out there. He could have picked it up at a rally. There's all sorts of places he could have picked up coronavirus. But the truth of the matter is we're all going to get it. We will either survive it or not survive it. And as far as people in this world who are most likely to survive any type of a viral attack, the president of the United States definitively is probably going to be the person who survives that. The first successful prostate cancer surgery in the United States on someone who wasn't a president of the United States happened in the 1980s. The first successful one on a president happened in the 1800s. Presidents get a level of medical care that the rest of us will never see.
Well, I know that. I know that, but it's just, I got to thinking about many things, and it just struck me as either one, they're trying to assassinate the president via bioweapon, coronavirus, or they're trying to keep him sick and in bed so that they don't have to have him and Joe Biden face off on any more debates, so Joe Biden wins.
With how the debate went, I don't think it's a win for the left to keep Trump off the stage. I thought it was a giant shit show the whole way around.
Really, Guns?
And as far as they're trying to assassinate him, that would be a hell of a conspiracy. First off, they'd have to locate somebody that did have corona secretly and make them shut up. I guess if we hear about a mysterious death of somebody, that died of corona with 2 gunshots to the back of the head, self-inflicted or something, then maybe we can start wondering.
Well, like I said, I'm not concerned about the health of the president of the United States when it comes to contracting coronavirus. I think that he, again, has a level of medical care far superior to anything we have. If anything, the political repercussions of it is where I see problematic issues for us. So if you think about it for a minute, Biden's focus and Trump's greatest admonishment of him was Biden speaking to wanting to shut the country down again over coronavirus in that debate. So there's a lot of people who called it a chat show, but if you were to play back the 2016 debates, what you figure out real quick is that we elected an attack dog as a president, and he went in there as an attack dog. He's never been overly presidential. He's never been stand on stage and take crap off the other guy. He's always been an attack dog. And Biden and Wallace got up there and pretended like they were abused kids. And so Biden said close the country down. Trump said that's ridiculous. Now Trump has coronavirus. If he doesn't emerge from this in, just absolute high stepping, spitting, amazing shape as compared to what people have seen him as before, it's going to Biden's staff and Biden are going to reiterate that nobody's safe and it's the end of the world and the sky is falling. They're essentially going to Chicken Little it, and they're going to use Donald Trump as the example of somebody who was a ignorer or was ignoring it.
All right. I'm typing. I'm sending more emails because apparently I'm not all going out.
And honestly, at this point, if at least 90% of the country hasn't been exposed to the virus, I'd be very surprised.
Well, yeah, my doctor told me that there was no way they could tell the difference between COVID-03 and COVID-19. So I was like, so what do I do? And he goes, avoid people who are gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the problem is I wasn't near anyone that was gross. It's just, one of my family members brought it home, and they probably got it at the hospital or something. Because one family member was visiting my grandmother because she had to have surgery in the hospital. Another family member, works for healthcare, so probably got it there too. So it could have gotten out. We could have, because the whole family got it. So one of them could have gotten it.
Yep. And hospitals are notorious for nosocomial infections. So,
yeah.
I mean, there's no reason that coronavirus can't be on that list, and probably has been in the past. There's Tony.
What's up, people?
Your insights were wasted in chat, Tony. Welcome to
Yes.
All my knowledge has been spent tonight.
Oh,
how you doing, buddy?
Man, I thought. Go ahead, Tony.
No, I was just going to agree. I think we'll all get it. I may have had it. I don't know if you remember this. Several months ago, I had a fever and blah blah blah, and I really never thought the test was that I always thought there would be a lot of false negatives and false positives, because I had all the symptoms for like a week, and then I got better, and I got tested and it came back negative. But there was no reason. Anyway, I don't think I think Trump will be fine, because he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke, he's in pretty decent health.
Yeah.
He eats properly.
If Biden were to get it, he would be in trouble, I think.
I'm sure, which is why they've locked him up, right?
Right.
So Biden has essentially become Bubble Boy, and they're not going to let him anywhere near President Trump at this point, because he'd croak.
Right.
And
so I guess because he's going to have to. It's going to take him for about a week to get over this, and then he's going to be self-quarantined for an additional 2 weeks because of how the coronavirus is. So basically, that's any debate he'd have to, even if he'd have to do from self-quarantine, and he'd have to just video it in.
Well, they'll just mute him then every time he becomes an attack dog.
And that's the problem.
Right.
I think they'll probably come up with some kind of booth system in the next debate where they can mute the audio. I bet that's going to happen.
Yeah, but they'll only do it to Trump. They won't do it to Biden.
No, they'll have to do it to both.
Well, or what? I mean, I understand what you're saying, definitely in the spirit of fairness, but we're to the point as a nation where the or what is, if the press completely shills for one side, they shouldn't do that. But what the or what is what, right? So they continue to do it. If the FBI is confirmed having supported one candidate over another, and actually being used as an investigative branch as a part of a political movement. What's the or what? We said there was an oh what, but there has never been an oh what. I don't want a civil war. I don't want ugliness, but there's no penalty for anything that they're doing.
Really, it's not a good thing for either one of them to lose a battle to COVID, right?
No, not at all.
either way, it would be a very bad scene.
Oh yeah,
I think.
and it would be used to further enslave us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what does this mean to us? I mean, are we going to go through another wave of fighting for toilet paper, water, gas, and other things we need?
Don't tempt them.
I've got money that it'll be hard to find 9mm.
5.56 and 7.62 also.
Yeah.
For the people who are just now buying guns, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so I can't get. Somebody the other day was talking about buying a 9mm and wanting to come get training done, and I was like, "Well, I would love to help you out, but I can't get ammo for them either."
Well, I did just resupply on 9mm because we were shooting so much of it, and 22. Yeah.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Well, you can train, but you're going to be going pew 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 pew.
Well, I'm having people run 22s and shotguns. We're doing a lot of shotgun training.
I'm buying the gas plug adapter for my my M1 right now because I can't find M1 Garand ammo.
Oh, I don't imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to
I
get
didn't think about
the
that.
adjustable gas plug.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's totally worth an investment anyway.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. But of the ones that are out there, I think I'm going to get the Schuster because you can shoot the M1 Garand with the bayonet on with the Schuster.
Of course.
And I've got the original M19. Well, it's not an original bayonet; it's a reproduction. But I've got the reproduction of the original M1905 bayonet. So when I put it on the rifle, it looks like a freaking spear.
Yeah,
it looks like I'm attaching a freaking sword onto the rifle to make it a spear.
Yeah.
You got like a World War I bayonet, huh?
Yeah.
Fixed bayonet.
Night Strike, the original Zulu warrior.
Yep.
Yeah,
Squid load, you are correct. You can load your own mil-spec ammo. I don't know if he can find primers, but
that's the problem, finding primers right now.
I load original mil-spec for my 303 British as well as hunting ammo for my 303 British for my Enfields.
All right, so okay, our Ozark Guillaumin, he's in here now. Okay, good.
Guillaumin and I are going to swap possum recipes. Don't mind us.
All right, good. All right, so George, now I'm going to say hi because I'm not typing it out there, okay? I'm not typing it out there because I can just give you a link and you can just jump in.
Yeah, I was just like wondering, did he send me a link? Let me check. It's like, all right, cool.
A link.
This is this. Have you seen this?
How's it going, guys?
Yeehaw.
Your camera's off.
Hold on.
Yeah, my camera's off.
Oh, Tony's is there.
What in the world?
Your camera's not working. Did you forget to plug the camera cable back in?
No, YouTube's filtering it. It's a pin of his winky.
I was
pay-per-view. Now we have to pay to view people now.
Somebody was saying they couldn't find 22 one night, so I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll go find some." And I found this.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. I can't read the grain on it. What is that?
I think is it 40?
Is it 40 grain? Okay.
Yeah, it's 40 grain.
So 40 won't cycle some of my 22s, but man, for a bolt action, yeah, heck yeah.
What do you mean? I shot this through the Ruger 1022.
Yeah, but it won't cycle my PPQ.
Have you guys seen
We'll get a
the?
PPK.
Yeah, it might do that.
Have you guys seen the Aguila Sniper 22s?
Yeah.
They're like 60 some grains.
Yep.
They only go what, 900 feet per second. One of the they can't. Those don't fly as fast as the 40.
All right, just for G23, I'll say this right now, and I'm only going to say this once. G23, G23 all day, every day. That was his original name. So
all day.
There you go.
And you said it all the time.
I think it was like Glock 23 every day, all day, or something like that. Or D23, I guess.
Imagine typing that every time in chat. You have to write that down. You know, if you're on a cell phone, you know, if you're on a computer, you just click, you know, a letter and it fills out the name.
Yeah, you just fills out the name. You just press tab, and there you go. You're done.
Nice.
Because I ain't doing that. I'm not typing it all out.
Has anybody gotten a hold of a PS9 dagger yet?
No.
Nope. Okay.
I gave up.
I refresh the website every morning and every afternoon.
They look cool.
They look cool, but you know, they probably didn't. They probably didn't. You know, make as many as they thought they were going to make.
I've yet to be able to find somebody who can confirm they got one ordered.
Yeah, but you know. There is one thing. I watched the debate the other night, okay, on Honda's chat. And the thing is, did you hear what Joe Biden said? I want to talk about this because of what Joe Biden said. Did you hear what he said? He pulled an Emperor Palpatine. You know, I am the Senate. He is the Democratic Party, is what Joe Biden said.
Oh,
He
yes,
said,
I remember that.
I am the Democratic Party. So he pulled an Emperor Palpatine. So you do not vote for a guy that pulls something like that, saying, who is the Democratic Party? I am the Democratic Party. No. He said that. He totally said that. And I'm like, this is why you shouldn't vote for him, because he's pulling out Star Wars references from the Empire.
The problem is all old men get a break on that kind of stuff. Right? Oh,
really?
Yeah, that's what they did for Reagan and Carter.
Yeah.
And anytime they had a senior moment, it was completely excused.
I hadn't realized that, because apparently I'm not old enough yet to get the old man handbook.
You have to be in the club. You're not in the club yet. There's an application process.
Oh man!
And it's $19.99. There's a fee involved.
Oh man! Well, I guess I'll have to wait on that.
I don't know, man, but if tomorrow some droid soldier robots come out of nowhere trying to like enslave us, you got to be careful.
It's totally Biden's fault.
I got something for that butt.
A battalion of Jar Jar Binks?
No.
Oh no.
So, interesting little fun addendum to this evening's activity. So today, and I want somebody else's perspective on this because I don't do this. Today at the range, a guy shows up. He says, "Hey man, do you mind?" So the 50-yard range and the 25-yard range and the 15-yard range are kind of right next to each other. And the 50 is actually right next to the 15. So if you're shooting pistol and somebody wants to go hang a target on the 50, obviously you need to hold fire, right? So he comes over and says, "Hey, can we go cold? I want to hang a 50. And I said, "Sure." He was an older gentleman. And so just to be very polite, I said, "Hey, man, I'll hang your 50-yard target." So I take his 50-yard and I airborne shuffle down to 50, staple it up, and airborne shuffle back. So I didn't get to see what rifle he's pulling out of his car. But he tells me that he's going bear hunting. And he pulls out of the car an SKS.
That's a 30 caliber rifle.
Has anybody ever been bear hunting in this group or out in the chat with an SKS before?
Not purposely.
Yeah.
Not me.
Listen, it's still a 30 caliber, so I don't think I think that'll be fine for bear hunting. And you also have to remember that compared to like an AK-47, the SKS is a little more accurate.
So where I live, I get that, right? 50 yards is a long shot in our woods here. It's a long shot. I have never thought about using 7.62 by 39 on a 400-pound black bear.
Yeah.
You might want to have a 44 Magnum on your side. In addition to the SKS.
Yeah. I mean, the lightest load that I hunt black bear with is 303 British. And I keep a 44 strapped to my chest. And I think SK or Squibload out there has a great perspective. SKS versus Bear. Is he going to club it to death?
I don't think I would do it without a duckbill magazine.
Yeah. Again, without a duckbill magazine, you're right, but it depends on whether he can actually put that on his rifle in Night Out Medic State.
Did he have a bayonet? Yes, Squib. He had an underfolder bayonet.
Now, was it a spike or was it a blade?
It was a spike. It was a spike. It was folded up into the front handguard. But I was like, is this guy serious? I had never heard that in my life, but he appeared to be serious for all the world. He had his hunting clothes on and everything. And the worst part is he was bringing a young child with him. I was like, I feel like I should report this to somebody before he leaves.
It's just a few months ago, or maybe just a month ago, that a hunter got killed by a bear while he was hunting.
Yep.
And you have to wonder why he didn't have a sidearm.
Yeah. Like I said, I keep a 44 on my chest. I figure I'll get 3 in its head before it knocks mine off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, bears are inherently communists, so by taking out a communist gun, the bear thinks that you're on its side. So it approaches you to play patty cake and give you a high five. And once it gets within about 10 yards or so, you just take
Those are Russian bears, and Tennessee bears don't go for that.
Yeah, Tennessee bears are actually Republicans.
Yeah.
But,
they're that's sneaky too. Those black bears are sneakier than they're just weird. I've been on the Appalachian Trail a few times when I was younger, and they're weird. The bears they're almost like coyotes or something. You know how a coyote will kind of follow you, and then they'll just like they're stalking you, but they don't really do it in secret.
Yeah,
they just kind of walk and then look in the other direction, and then when you're not looking, they'll keep walking after you.
So I've got something to show off since we're talking about 30 calibers and whatnot.
Woohoo!
I finally got that replacement bolt for my M1.
Yes. That's a lot cleaner.
The one that isn't pitted and rusted. So, I mean, and it's period correct too.
New York Outcast said if the guy had a K-bar, he'll be okay.
There you go. Yeah. So that's what it looks like. Now the rifle is one minus the barrel and the stock. The rifle is 100% period correct.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, dude.
So
looks awesome, man.
So I just want to point that out. So I'm going to do a video as soon as I get the adjustable gas plug. I'll do a video on shooting it because I've got a ton of surplus ammo, but it's a little hot, so I wanted the gas plug.
Why is that not showing up on YouTube side?
So no, it is. It is.
YouTube's it just showed up.
Oh, okay, I had to refresh it. Yeah.
It's a little slow on the YouTube side, so that's what I'm working on right now. Because once I get the rifle running properly with the adjustable gas plug and the ammo, then I won't have to worry about it.
Heck yeah. Kind of bear with that.
Yeah, 30-06. I'm pretty sure that can take down bear.
You got to hit it first.
Though I'd say you'd be fine with 308 as well too. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, Tennessee bear. Well,
technically, the bullet in the 308 cartridge and the 30-06 cartridge is the same dimensions. The only difference is they shorten the 30-06 cartridge to make 308, and we just had
to track a bear. Well, not me, but the gamer department. Not department.
Fish and game department.
The gamer did in downtown Chattanooga.
Yep.
It was a tagged bear, and so they had to euthanize it.
Wait a minute. What? Are you a local fella?
Are you from Chattanooga too?
Yes.
Oh my God!
I'm taking you to lunch. It's happening.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I knew there had to be. I live over in Hickson.
Oh, I grew up in Hickson. I went to Hickson High School.
Yep. I went to Saudi Daisy.
Okay, guys. Well, welcome to Tennessee Gun Chat.
This is Tennessee Gun Chat. We're taking over.
Yep.
We're going to split up off them now.
Well, I knew a bunch of people that went to Saudi Daisy because of my building trade school that I went to in high school. third of the class was from Sunny Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
So, what year did you graduate? We'll turn this into a real.
96.
Oh my God! Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm 80, 1980.
Yeah, I'm in my 40s.
You sound older than that.
Yeah, I know.
He's got some miles on him.
I'm just kidding.
And he's like, Night Strike, shut up.
No, but yeah, man, we'll have to get together. Do you do shooting videos much on your channel?
No, I'm against. I don't believe in guns.
Yeah.
No, you'll have to go there.
He just comes in for the controversy.
See, you just told on yourself because I just did a video for Alex's 21st birthday.
It was a joke. It was a joke.
Oh,
I was gonna say let's do a collaboration.
Your humor is way drier than mine.
I know. Let's do a collaboration at some point. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll take you to the rifle club. We'll do
Chattanooga Rifle Club.
Yep.
I'm a member of a good old boys range up here. We'll go down there and do one too. That'd be fun.
Up in Sunny Daisy?
No, here over in Hickson. There's a private.
Oh, I know where that is. We used to take the scouts up there
Yep.
off of near Boy Scout Road or whatever.
Yep.
Over by the creek that floods.
Yeah, all the time. Small world, I'm telling you.
It is. It's amazing.
Who let Boomhauser on? I have no idea.
Who's Boomhauser? That's a social reference. I don't know.
I think it's Boomhauer.
Oh.
No. It's King of the Hill reference.
They're always saying I sound like, what's his name?
Boomhauer?
No, it's the other guy.
Dale?
No. Is it Frank somebody?
Dale sounds crazy.
And why Outcast says, do they need a room? No, they don't need a room. They're good. They're good.
No, that was as far as that was going, Outcast. But I'm going to get you down here too, man. You just wait.
Yeah. No. As much as he hollers, Outcast really does love being oppressed in New York. Don't let him fool you. He loves it. He can't get enough of it.
I enjoyed about a 2-week being oppressed in New York trip a couple of times in my life, but I don't know if I'd spend my life up there.
Do not let him fool you. He loves it.
I like to be able to throw a shotgun on my shoulders and head out into the woods.
He's saying contrary out there on the chat, but don't listen to him. He's trying to send you a false fake news because he told me he loves it.
He just likes to play the victim.
Yeah. That's how it is. He likes to play the victim.
He's moving to Portland. Well, as long as he's close to you, G23, we got to watch out for our boy. Make sure he's in a good place, surrounded by good people.
Portland, I would not move to Portland.
The Soros Club.
Oh, my God.
New York Outcast has Link, but he doesn't want to jump in and defend himself. So,
Well, maybe he's eating.
Well, I can't control that.
And all this Southern spirit in here, he can't take it.
He can't take it. No.
All this freedom.
All that freedom.
Yeah. Oh man, all that freedom.
Hey, you get it all over you.
Why don't you have a Tennessee accent? That's what I want.
I'm an import. I was. All
right, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, I was actually born in up north, and then because of a mixture of my father's service career and my service career, most of my accent is actually Texas. I spent a lot of time stationed out in Texas, and the young lady that I married is from Cookeville, Tennessee. And so when she decided she wanted to, when my service career ended, I let her pick where we landed and stayed forever. So
Cookeville is one of the prettiest places in. The Cumberland Plateau is one of the prettiest places in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. This town, and I didn't realize it until my wife got into it, we're like an hour away from 40 waterfalls. It's 10 minutes and up, right? 10 minutes to an hour from 40 different waterfalls. We've been to so many waterfalls.
We in Fall Creek Falls, we have the tallest waterfall on this side of Mississippi.
Yep. Yep. And most people don't even realize that. It's one of my favorite things to do is to just go out on a weekend, throw on some hiking boots, a backpack, and a lunch, and go sit at the foot of a waterfall. It's stunning.
And that's a heck of a hike down to the bottom of that one.
Oh, yeah.
And back up.
Oh, yeah. I went, I hiked up.
Are we still streaming? I don't know.
It just started on my side.
It just started. I think we've been streaming for a while.
No, I mean Circle of Doom. Sorry.
Buffering.
You're gonna have buffering on the YouTube side anyways, because I believe it's YouTube.
Carolina says he has some cool waterfalls in Foothills, North Carolina. I think I know that to be true, sir.
Yeah.
My wife has this book. It's called the Guide to North American Waterfalls, and it is the most beautiful book I've ever seen.
You know the coolest place in North Carolina is Sliding Rock.
Really?
Have you ever been there? Who's the guy that said Foothills, Carolina? I bet Carolina's been there. It's like is it near Black Mountain? It's a big long rock, probably 100 foot long, with mossy and water running over it. And the water, you slide down the rock, and at the bottom, it's like the South Pole. The water's so cold, it gives you a heart attack when you get water.
That's amazing.
And it's got the rite of passage to go down and.
My daughter went to wow. That's not a joke, man. That thing's huge. That's incredible.
What thing?
The Sliding Rock. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, it's huge and it's cold as crap at the bottom.
Yeah, I can see the faces on these people, but man, that would be a ride. I'm gonna have to do that before I get too old to want to do that.
Since that says wait, so New York Outcast is the missing link.
He is the missing link right now. Yeah.
I guess
he's missing the link.
He's not missing a link. It's in his inbox, but he's complaining. He's like, "Sure, he sent it now." And it's like, "No, maybe YouTube just sent it now." I don't know. How do I know? I can't control you. I can't control Gmail.
New York, it puts the freedom on the skin, or else it gets
What was the name of that barbecue place that has those? It's right on the border between Tennessee and North Carolina. My daughter went to Fletcher Academy out there, and we used to stop. My wife and I used to stop there.
On I-40?
Yes, on I-40. And It has those, it's just like a little side of the road shack, and its baked beans were so good I wanted to choke somebody out so nobody else got any.
I got a speeding ticket there one time from a North Carolina. They sit at the top of this hill, and you can't see them, and you go flying over it right across the state line. Tennessee people speed like crazy, right? And got a ticket doing 85 or something there one time.
Oh, man,
bad news.
I do 80 on 153. We do 80 everywhere
here. Have you? Oh, if this was Ford chat, I would tell you the story. My key somehow got activated on my F-150. The big 4-wheel drive, and now I can't drive. It's a joke now. Everybody laughs at me because I can't drive over 80.
80. Yeah, it's slow around here. They yell, "Grandpa, get off the road!"
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I got to get rid of this thing. Somehow I lost the admin key, so I'm stuck with the second key, and I can't get it off. So I have to go pay $150 to get it fixed at the dealer. Tried to get Nightstock to help me fix it. Every time I call Nightstock to help me fix something, he's like, I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Hey, I'm not a mechanic. I am IT. I can only fix computers.
Whoa. Everybody see this? New York is in the chat to get his freedom lotion.
Outstanding.
There you go.
Lotion?
That's barbecue's thing. Don't ask me.
Okay.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Going well. Actually,
awesome.
I can't control what Gmail does. Okay.
Sure. You know how it is.
So Carolina says they have Lake Lure, Chimney Rock. Yeah, I remember Chimney Rock.
I hear that more than you do, New York. I hear that.
We all get a turn, I'm sure.
Don't feel bad about getting a link in New York. I got my link about 3 weeks ago, for last week's show, Email is so slow.
Wow.
I was trying to hash the link and start one on my server. We were going to try to stream it from just to freak you out when you came.
Well, there's a couple of mandatory elements that we have to start adopting, and one of them is that if the stream starts and the leader of the stream is either removed or absent for whatever reason, you must sing until they return.
Oh, no, I've heard some of you guys sing. Absolutely not.
Mr. Tambourine Man, Mr. Tambourine Man.
Take me home, country road.
From the land I used to roam. West Virginia. No, I know that one. So. It's only because my grandfather was from West Virginia. Most his family. That my mom's listened to that song too. So.
Well, I think most of our families have listened to it at a time or two. I need to find more. I need to find a replacement buttstock for an 1187 Police.
Good luck.
Let's see. I'm sure I'll find one, but I just need to get one before Remington is completely gone.
Yep.
They're just being sold. They're not going to die.
Hopefully, yeah, that'd be great.
You can try Midwest Gunworks.
Who was it that just bought Marlin? Was it from them? I just saw it today.
There's a whole breakdown.
Ruger,
thank
Marlin.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep. Yeah.
Here.
That's a good purchase. I think that's going to be a match made in heaven. I think that'll be good stuff.
Nighthawk Medic side chat.
Oh, crap.
Anybody remember what model the old Ruger lever action 22s were?
First of all, thank you very much, by the way, for that link. Ruger,
96.
Model 96 Ruger. Yes, 22 Magnum. Good call, sir.
They got a couple of them in stock, so check that out.
Yeah,
Who has one in stock?
Midwest Gunworks.
No, we're talking about two different things. I was looking for a police Ruger 1187 police stock.
Right.
Oh, that's what you were talking about?
That's where I was.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what?
Oh, it's
all 96 in stock.
I'll take 3.
I'll take 3.
Right.
Hey, what y'all want to bet that now there's going to be a new Marlin design out there that's strangely overbuilt and also strangely similar to a Keltec design?
and that only takes 10-round magazines.
I want to understand why overbuilt is a bad thing.
Heavier?
Not bad at all. Only time it was rough for me was when I really, really loved the Ruger American pistol. But, man, that thing pulled down like a steel gun.
Ruger American, I never got one that didn't rattle like an AK. I had a couple over time that I bought one originally to do a review on, and I didn't want to review it because it malfunctioned. It cracked. And later on, they came out and said that was a known issue with it. And I got another one used from a guy, and both of them, the brand new one and that one, both rattled like they were put together sloppily. I was very disappointed in that weapon.
I think I know the reason for at least part of it for the rattle. The tolerances for the bottom of the mag well for the magazine were extremely loose. I mean, it literally wobbled back and forth a bit. It never affected the reliability as far as mine went, but also they made that magazine extremely long for a 17-round mag?
17, yeah, it was like a 19.
You could actually squeeze an 18th round in there. And I'm sure that because a lot of the rattles seem to be from a fairly loose tolerance in the mag well and a pretty loose in the mag for loading. Didn't make it easy to load, though.
I mean, you got to have room for dirt and crap. You know, you can't make your tolerances so tight you don't have room for grease and dirt and all that.
Oh, I know, but I also feel like that, we all know that when things rub, they wear out faster, and it had some rattle in the slide and a couple other places that are not a real good idea. You know what I mean? Even an AK doesn't rattle a lot, and it's got really super loose tolerances. But I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, did that grip kind of create a bite on the bottom of your palm by any chance when you fire that gun? Being loose, that little gap, is that enough to get you?
I don't have any issues with that because I've got my thumbs are like chicken drums. The muscle that pulls your thumb and controls your thumb is like a drumstick. I've got thick hands, so I never get close enough to slides or any place like that to do that. Now, what things do is if the grips are not rounded in the back, they'll smack me in the knuckle with whatever cornered edge they have, like the Hellcat. I enjoyed firing the Hellcat. It is a nice weapon. I did not review it because I didn't want to bitch about it because the shape of the grip made it smack me in that first knuckle on my thumb every time. So I think for me, the Ruger American felt comfortable, but like I said, the first one cracked, and then the second one just it was so rattly. I was like, I don't know why you'd buy this gun.
So what, were you afraid to say it how it was with the Hellcat or what?
With the Hellcat? I absolutely told everybody that asked me a question about that pistol what was wrong with it. But what I did not want is my review to be biased against it because of how my hands were shaped. If I get a weapon and it won't run and I can shoot it and it's not a problem with my physiology, then I'll review it, right? If it is a problem with my physiology that affects the shooting of the weapon system, I will not review it because of that, because I will somehow be biased against it. It creates an unconscious bias.
Interesting.
We all have a bias, whether we know it or not, whether we admit it or not.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But in that case, I got mad at the Hellcat, and I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to end up shorting this gun because there's very few people that have that same problem with it.
Yeah.
You know what
so
I mean?
Defense Dad out there saying, see, and I'm picturing a Ruger Precision lever gun series in my head now.
Ooh.
There you go. There you go. Don't tempt us with a good time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ruger Precision Series. That would be fun.
That would be fun, wouldn't it?
So maybe a
Was
dumb
anybody else
question, but
annoyed with Ruger when they named the Ruger American pistol the American, since they already had the Ruger American rifle?
It makes it harder to identify a gun. Sometimes.
Google P-38 and see how many things have been called the P-38 by the military.
I can't open it.
Or by any military at that point.
Right.
I thought it was odd that they named their premier so-called quote-unquote duty line handgun the American, which was their budget line in the rifle, and then they named the budget line pistol the Security 9 when that was their duty line gun in the revolver. So it seemed like they were kind of flipping things around. And it still bugs me that they didn't make a modern version of the P series.
Right.
Yeah.
So, Defense Dad out there saying it would look really cool. It look either really cool or stupid as hell. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna look tactical, so it'll look pretty awesome. But if you're not into that kind of thing, you probably won't like it.
Well, and I think we all have some preferences. Like, I love magazine-fed shotguns. There are 1,000 people in the world who tell me why that's wrong, and I agree with everything they say. But I still love magazine shotguns.
I like magazine shotguns too, but only if they're semi-auto, because I don't see it. I don't see why you need to re-engineer the magazine on a pump. I'm sorry. That's just how I feel.
Well, I can put a pump-action magazine shotgun in the hands of an idiot, and they can operate it. But putting it in the hands, what I mean by an idiot is somebody who's idiotic towards the role, right? They're ignorant of how to operate a shotgun. They can operate it. They can reload it. They can run it in very quick order. Mm-hmm. The action of manually stuffing shells into a shotgun under high stress takes 3 times as long to train as does feeding a magazine into a shotgun. And so there are some perspectives on why that could be useful, right, for home defense and things of that nature.
Right.
All right, back to this precision rifle. when I say
Right.
when I hear that, I think, you know, long range target shooting, something bullseye shooting, precision.
Possibly.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah, wouldn't that be counterproductive with a lever?
Well, yeah, because you'd be moving the weapon more than a bolt would. And plus, when you're thinking of long range precision, you're typically doing that from a prone position. And so that's really the reason for the shorter magazines on most of those, is because you're closer to the ground. So working a lever could potentially put you in a situation where you've built a potato digger.
Well, I mean, the precision comes from the way it locks up, right?
True, yeah.
Yeah, so a lever's typically not going to lock up the same as a bolt.
Yeah, but Henry just did that rotating bolt lockup on what the heck was their lever action that they just did that with? It came out last year or something like that. I can't think of the name of it. I'm sorry. But I thought that was pretty slick on figuring out how to rotate that. Which actually I heard many, many, many years ago, there was actually another company that had done that.
All right, because I know that Gizzard Gary is doing his chat at 9, so the foul territory. So we're gonna end this one quick, so everyone can jump over to Gizzard Gary's foul territory chat because it's almost 9 o'clock.
Peace.
It's 8:59. So thanks everyone for jumping in and hanging out with us. I want to thank the people who was on the panel for jumping in, hanging out, and having an interesting chat. I'm sorry guys that we can't do it longer, and it was later than usual, but I can't control traffic when I'm stuck in traffic. So
yeah, no worries, man.
Just how it is. So with that, guys, we'll see you guys back again on Tuesday for Hit or Miss, Tuesday night, 9 o'clock. And this next week, I will be doing the Thursday chats again as well. It's just this week I did not get a chance. So with that, we'll see you later, guys. So everyone,
happy every second matters.
Yeah, happy every second matters again. Everyone
shall not be infringed.
Shall not be infringed.
And get your freedom lotion.
So everyone, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Take care and be safe, all.
Can't find punctual employees if your life depended on it.
Later, all.
Laters.
How do I turn this darn thing off?
These IT guys think that they got everybody by the balls.
What does this button do?
Adios, Felicia.